Hi, Taurus. Happy birthday. It's Lynn from Tinker Tarot and Cartomancy here to do your June reading. And I've chosen some different cards this time. I'm using the transparent tarot. Just, I get a feeling like I'm thinking, I have a look at what when I'm walking by my card shelf or something, I see one of them and I think, yeah, I want to use it. And I just get a feeling and I go with it. Usually I try and go with my feelings as often as possible. I still have the Cartomancy, which is the regular playing cards, and I'm also using a card from the Sacred Rebels. I haven't read from them in a long time, and it's quite wise advice. So, so first I want to talk about the six. I made a couple of notes here. And so June is the 6th month, so it's a six, and six is about advancement in some way. Okay, um, it means improvement. It could be to yourself or what you're working on or your plan, maybe your relationship. Um, it's also a sign of leadership and like a nurturing, protective, like a parental kind of number as well. It's a caring number. Like they see six sometimes as the pregnant woman. And it's also a sign of luck, of creativity, and that sixth sense. We have five senses that we can smell, hear, taste, speak, see, but your sixth sense is that intuitive sense. So it's worth mentioning as well. And that's going with how it feels. And not just from your heart, but just feelings that you get. You think, or this is it. I know this is it. I don't care what they say. This is it. You know what I mean? So anyway, in your recent past, you have the King of Swords. Oops, I need my little thing here. Oops, not that side. You have the King of Swords, which could be an air sign in your life, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra person. And but someone who's very serious. They say what they mean and mean what they say. They're very strategic and a real thinker. They could be good with technology or numbers. And it's crossed by the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands kind of wants to take action in a new direction, start something new in a way. Because the knight, or not the knight, the page rather, I believe that's the page. No, that's the knight. So wants to take action in new direction, sees something completely differently. Also may feel overpowered in some way in the situation, so looking in a new direction. And so then there's the world, and the world means something has come full circle. It's it's seen something, because like the knight was looking at the world, and the knight sees completion. The knight sees something new, which means the fool, and to start something new in a new way, take a risk, take a chance. And it's away from the King of Swords energy. So then in the present, you have the Star. And the Star is about hope. Um, it's about cleansing oneself, clearing the dirty water, um, trying to see a little deeper into a situation or oneself at this time, because there's a feeling that you feel stuck, or you feel like you're in a situation you can't get out of. But of course, this is not true. And with the Star also, it's one of the things is its acceptance in one's own part in something, and how we are contributing to it continuing, at this point. So we're changing that. It might be our own dirty water we're clearing, and we're changing that so that we can get out of the situation. And so this is cutting something away. There's the Sith, the Sith, and or the scythe, some people might call it, but it is cutting something out of your life, and it looks like you're cutting out of your life what you feel trapped in. There's something that you feel trapped, at least in your mind. You feel trapped, but you're not. And then in near the end of June, you have the Lovers. This is a choice card. This means, we need to decide what's more important. In the traditional Lovers card, or no, the Mythic Tarot, um the young man has to choose between a beautiful woman, a smart woman, or a successful woman. And so it's difficult. He knows that he's going to upset one of them by choosing another, or upset a situation by choosing something else, possibly answering that other side of ourselves, because we see the yin yang here, right? There's two equal balances. And so this is a difficult choice. And then here you are, Taurus. Here you are. And the king has learned all the lessons in the pentacle sign, all the lessons about money, the value of money, material things, and oneself, because it's about our body too. The pentacles are excuse me. And so valuing oneself, and taking care of oneself, and knowing we can only give as good as we are, like as the energy we have, that's the only energy we can put out. And then you have the uh, Hermit. So you may need to take some time for yourself, and that's maybe what you're choosing, is yourself at this time, and taking some time, some alone time without feeling alone, is basically what it's saying here. And to do some introspection, to do some healing, to take care of yourself in some way. Um, because there's something stressful about the situation that you were dealing with, and you have decided that this isn't good for you. So, what jumped out, of course, I forgot that, is the King of Rods. So you've got three kings here, a lot of male energy. And the kings, of course, have learned everything in their suit. They've mastered the swords, communication and strategy. They've mastered the pentacles, success and wellness. And in the King of Rods, you've mastered, or are mastering, the art. They're a lot about action and creativity and passion. Okay, so maybe those are the things that you're really looking for in your life at this time. Action, creativity, and passion. You want passion. So um and then in the cartomancy, what jumped out is the Three of Spades, and this is obstacle. There's an obstacle in the situation. Now, this separation from whoever, whatever the relationship is, whether it's a family, it could even be parental, um, lover or friend, or whoever it is at work. Doesn't indicate work a lot, but there's an obstacle there that the relationship isn't able to grow. It may be difficulty taking action with this King of Wands, that's what he wants to do. And he's very confident, this person. The King of Wands could be a Sagittarius, Leo, or Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries person. but there's some sort of obstacle in the situation. So now we're going to go over to the cartomancy. In the Sacred Rebels card, you have number 10, releasing allegiances. And, when and it's kind of saying that here in the reading, you're changing. I think you've completed a cycle in some way with the 10 as well, and the world. You are going to be self-nurturing at this time. She has the bees all over her, taking care of their queen, kind of thing, treating oneself like a queen in some way, king. Um and it is so we may have to also let people go in our lives. I just want to read you a couple of things that it says here in the book. It's time to hold on to yourself and let go of another, even just for a time. So this could be temporary, but you need a break. You have gained all that was meant to be from that connection. You trust that you can step into solitude without being consumed by loneliness. It's time to reconnect with yourself. It's a time for self love, for paying attention to yourself, for nurturing, holding, and being with you, which is very much what the 6 is as well, right? This month. Um, It says if you can have been contemplating a change in lifestyle, enrolling in a class, joining a group, starting a project, setting aside time to focus on your inner work, then this comes as confirmation that this would be helpful for you. There also could be a situation that has recently arisen or soon will arise where you need to back yourself. Don't be put upon or hoodwinked into backing down by emotional reactions of others. Stand your ground. Stay aligned with what you know to be true. No matter how wonderful something seems logically or on the surface, if it doesn't feel right for you, it's not for you at this time. So, you must be there for yourself because you are doing well. You are on the right path and you are growing. So that's huge confirmation for that, for what is going on right now, should be going on. Okay. It's what you need. And 6 is a real growth time. It's taking steps. Oh, I've already shuffled these, so I don't want to do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I make 7 piles, okay? And I go around 3 times so that there is 3 cards in each pile. There we go. So this pile is where you find yourself now. 10 of diamonds, 2 of diamonds, and the Queen of Hearts. So there's could be some sort of business relationship here with Queen of Hearts. The Queen of Hearts could be yourself or someone around you. The Queen of Hearts usually has blue eyes, blonde hair. This person is usually someone you're attracted to, in love with, or as close family member, perhaps a parent, sister, something like that, or a really good friend. This person is usually very caring, kind, helpful. Um, and it looks like there is a meeting here. You could be having a meeting or a partnership with this person, and it's regarding money. It could be, you know, um, it's money you have or money you're getting. Okay, this meeting is about with this person. Looks like could be a family member to me. So that's very good. They could be helping you with something too, like something that has long-term vision. Um, then you have the 10 of Hearts, another 10. 10 is also completion, right? Something's not, it's concluding, but not ending in a way. Ten of hearts, five of diamonds, and the king of clubs. So it looks like something's changing in a relationship with the king of clubs. The king of clubs is usually a brown or hazel eyed man. This person is creative and usually friendly, a friendly person. So it looks like, looks like a lot of happiness here. Mostly you're feeling happy, you're feeling lucky. Things are changing right now, happening for you financially. I think you could be getting some sort of money maybe to help you, maybe from a home or from something that has completed its cycle. I'm not sure about retiring. It feels more personal to me in some way. And then you have above you, you have the eight of clubs, the king of spades, and the 10 of spades. So this is some sort of work conversation to work something out with the king of spades. The king of spades is usually single, not by choice, separated, widowed, divorced, could be yourself or someone around you. This person could be a bit bitter because of the situation or hurt in some way. Um, could be very serious and they're wanting something to end. They also could be making a kind of a wall in the situation, making it difficult for you to do all these things you're trying to do. This is your third 10. I have a feeling you're moving. Um, and I feel like this person, like they're trying to work something out, or they're talking like they're trying to work something out. But meanwhile, they could be about a barrier. Maybe they're not putting up the barrier, could be about a barrier they're trying to work on with you. Um, but I feel like you're talking with this person about the barrier, or that maybe they're not wanting something to end. So in your actual work pile, you have the eight of diamonds, the four of spades, and the three of diamonds. So this is a conversation. This is possibly a meeting where you're talking about money. And it feels like if this is around work or just in your life, I think that the results of the conversation or the results of this trying to work something out, because I feel like you're kind of standing your ground. You have your doubts if it's going to work out or not, but I think it's going to. You're going to gain from the situation. I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised, is what I'd like to say. Okay. But I think you're a pretty good talker, Taurus, and I think there may be a little bit of time before you find out the results. There could be a pause in some way, maybe a couple months or maybe a season has gone by. But when you hear the results, I think you're pleasantly surprised. How others are seeing you or viewing you or influencing you, I should say. You have the Ace of Diamonds. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yeah, that's right. The Ace of Diamonds, the Eight of Hearts, and the Nine of Diamonds. I'm wondering if you're thinking about taking a trip, maybe asking someone on a romantic trip, um, something like a vacation, something to treat yourself. It could be a spa somewhere or a group that is doing holistic things. But I feel like here's your first ace here, okay? This ace also could be signing a contract. You could be agreeing to something, a sale perhaps, because we do have the nine of diamonds involved. But this is happy talk. When you're talking about this, you're really happy, excited. I believe there's travel involved in some way. Um, I kind of feel like you're taking a trip. I think that you're doing other things too. This isn't the big thing you're doing, but I think that this is something that you might need to, and I think it's on your own, to tell you the truth. And I think this is making you very happy. Okay, this is how others are seeing it. Ah, there's the another ace. I was wondering because you got so many tens, you know. So in the foundation, you have the four of diamonds, the ace of clubs, and the jack of diamonds. So here, so I feel like this involves a home. It could involve a new job or a new line of work, or something you want to create, an idea you might have. But um, there could have been some indecision at first, not sure if you had the money to do it, if you're able to financially pull it off, perhaps something, and or you could have been waiting for a little time and saving or getting things right in line the right way before you could begin this. I got a feeling it's a new home. Um, I also feel like there's some sort of communication. You're going to get a message about this. And I also think it has something to do with this King of Spades up here. I'm not sure if the King of Spades is the person you're getting your distance from, but I feel like you're going to receive communication that you'll be able to move forward. I think the resistance they put up is because of their hurt feelings. And so I don't think it's going to go on and on and on. But at first, I think they might be resistant. And maybe if you just give it a little bit of time, it will ease up. It'll work itself out. And then in your surprise, you have the nine of spades, the jack of clubs, and the seven of hearts. So the nine of spades, there's some sort of health problem. This could be with a young person. Okay, we have these two young people. So there could be a young person in your life or a friend, okay, that is having a health issue. They're having to deal with a health issue. Tell you, when I was talking about it, I saw an accident. Someone's in an accident, so they've broken a leg, or they've been injured in some way, and they might need you to help to assist them to, they might be reaching out, or something like that. Or they could just have a health issue that could be borderline diabetic or something like that. And so they have to start taking care of themselves a little better. This is maybe a surprise to you. Maybe you thought this person was the biggest guru on earth, and somehow that they eat everything right. They don't smoke or swear or do nothing. Maybe they're so young. So something like that. So this is very interesting. I think this person up here, the King of Spades, has something to do with someone you may need to release or are trying to release. You've made a choice. I think one of the choices could be getting closer to family or helping family. I think that there is something good happening around your family or the people you love and care about. I see cycles ending here for sure, but bringing you a lot of good luck and happiness. I feel like you could be traveling. I really feel like you're taking a trip for pleasure, to relax, to replenish, something like that. I think that this, whatever you're trying to begin, is going to get there, but after a pause of some sort. It's- I feel like this person needs to heal a little bit or get some space and just taking care of yourself. So, yeah. I also wanted to point out that six is a hexagram, and a hexagram is the shape of beeswax, like their hive. If you look at the little shapes that they are connected by, they're hexagrams. and she has bees on her. So this is very much a taking care time, you know? So anyway, well, you'll have to let me know what you think. It's very interesting reading. It looks like even though this could give you some anxiety to get out of this situation, it looks like you're going to be a lot happier. Okay? So, anyway, good luck, Taurus. Let me know. I'll talk to you soon. Bye now.